What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rob Lee, and we got Steve and Michael over here over at Filth Bomb Breaks. So, PSA just announced that they're raising their prices about 30% for grading individual cards, and it's creating chaos in the sports card market. Now, this is the second time they raised their prices this year, and I don't know. What do you think is going to happen with the sports card market?
I don't think anything's going to really happen as far as sports card market per se, as far as values going up or down. What I do think is it's going to eliminate a lot of the riffraff stuff that gets submitted to PSA. So you got a lot of these $1, $2 cards that you could send into PSA right now at the current price and still make a profit on your card if it gets a 10. And that's one of the reasons why turnaround times are, in my opinion, through the roof, because you have people ripping open boxes, sending anything, because it doesn't even matter if it's a 10 or a 9 at this point. At the current price point, you'll make money or break even. So people are sending anything. So now people are going to have to be a lot more selective of what they send, especially when it's going to cost you, close to $20 for a single card.
So, can you give an example of a situation where you could have possibly gotten burned?
So let's say a Hoops second year Luka Doncic, okay?
Okay.
The card raw is worth $2, right?
Okay.
If you send it in and it gets a 10, it's probably $30, $40, I'm thinking. I don't know the exact market on that card, but it's a Luka second year. Now in a 9, that card's probably going to be worth $20. So after selling it, shipping it, you're going to make zero. And you may even lose, because I could be wrong. I mean, it could be less than $20. Whereas when prices were old, especially 2 price changes ago, you could literally send anything in and you could still make money on it if it got a 9 and it was a premium player. LeBron, Kobe, Luka, Zion, Morant, Trout, So if you're not savvy, if you're not educated, you're new to the game, you could definitely lose money. I mean, and I'm kind of happy too, because when it's a bubble like that, people get in like, oh, I'm going to make money. I'm going to submit cards. And everybody's making money, right?
Yeah.
But now it eliminates that whole thing, because now those people that walked in like, oh, I'm going to submit, they're going to get back 8s and get killed. And now those people are going to stop submitting cards, or they're going to start finding people that know what they're doing and pay for a service like a review service or something like that, where you have a professional set of eyeballs looking at your cards.
Yeah, so I noticed that when you go on eBay, there's this option that says, hey, get a professional review prior to even submitting. And it's pretty expensive. It's like $10 a card when you go on eBay. And just to get a second look, and that's not even guaranteeing you getting this grade. So how do you get around doing massive amounts of cards? Is there...
Look, the only way around this right now, if you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're looking for, plain and simple, you're going to get crushed. If you're spending $20 on 15 cards, you're at $300, right? If you're sending in the wrong cards and they don't get 10s, not only are you going to lose the money on the cards that you paid for, you're going to probably get back $10 worth of cards on each card. So you're going to lose half your money. No one's paying you $20 for a PSA 9 Donovan Mitchell insert card. It's not going to happen. So you really have to be so careful, and that's when you have to get in the right hands, I want to say. You want to be around the right people, because if somebody's not reviewing your cards and you don't know what you're looking at, you're honestly going to waste hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. We have people send to us sometimes 500, 600, 700 cards just raw in a box that we sift through, where if those people were sending it, sometimes out of those 700 cards, 40 make the cut. You know how much money they would have lost?
Yeah, 700 cards?
They would have got crushed. They would have got crushed. Bro, you're supposed to know the math here, yo. You're Asian.
But, all right, so wow. So you guys actually do that, the sifting service. How accurate would you say you are with the 40 cards that you submitted?
All right, so when we were a lot smaller, I would submit for the group. We'd do 300 cards, 350 cards, every month, okay? And I would go through each one, have OCD, analyze it, and it's I have a record of it somewhere on the group, where my gem rate once for, I think it was 380 cards, I got back a 96% gem rate. which is like crazy.
Yo, you should just work for PSA.
Nah. But you know what I mean? So, like, and Derek is just as good. He studied under the master. You know what I mean? So when Derek first came over here, he knows what he's looking for just as good, if not better than me.
Like, for someone like me, if I go on eBay and I see, like, high-definition photos on cards, like, if I studied PSA's formula, why couldn't I figure out how to just look at a card and be like, oh, that's obviously a 9, or that just came out of the pack as advertised?
All right. So this is perfect facts. All right. On a lot of products, let's say Mosaic football, for example. All right. We opened up cases of that stuff. These are right out of the package. Derek and I came up with a figure, although it's not exact because there's hundreds, thousands of cases of this stuff, but we went through about 5 of them in that time frame when we did the math. 1 out of every 7 cards that we were looking over that were worth potentially going to PSA. So you're talking about the big rookies, Mahomes, you know, Brady's, inserts of Russell Wilson, you know. 1 out of every 7 of those cards, or 6 of those cards, whatever it was, made the cut for PSA. And these are right out the pack. If you, it doesn't matter if it's
7 made the pack.
Yeah,
not one of
made the cut.
I thought you were gonna say 1 out of 7 didn't make the cut.
No,
1 out of 7 made the cut.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you're on eBay buying raw cards, yes, people can make money doing it. You could get lucky. You could buy 100 and sell the raw ones and then grade out like the 7 or 8 that are gonna dime, you know, and make your money that way. But if you're online on eBay, excuse me, if you're on eBay trying to buy cards raw, there's so many things you can't see from a picture. You can't, in a picture, turn a card to an angle and see that big surface scratch going down the middle.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many things, so many factors that come into play. You can't tell that a corner is a little bit rounded from a certain angle. You know what I mean? Like, it's just on like the optic cards or mosaic cards. There's just so much that goes into it where a quick opinion's not going to work. You need a set of eyeballs, a trained set of eyeballs to look at those cards.
Yeah, that the PSA service on eBay, they're only analyzing the photos, so they're doing what I'm trying to do, except they work for the company.
Yeah.
And it doesn't guarantee. So people can actually submit like a box of cards to you and you'll sift it out.
Yeah. That's what we do. We do it for our members. Our members, see, a lot of bulk submission services, I could see them losing business because these same bulk subbers could charge a premium now, but offer a review service. Okay? People are willing to pay the premium if you're going to make them feel safe and you're going to make them feel as if, all right, they know what they're looking at. I'm not going to be sending in just any old cards. You know, people are going to be scared now to submit their cards because a lot of these submission companies, they take your cards, they put it in the system, boom, it's off to PSA. It's a little bit cheaper, but now when you're paying nearly $20 a card, you can't afford to be wrong, especially if you're submitting 50 cards. You can't afford to be wrong. So I could see it affecting some submission companies, but as far as for us, Philbomb, I don't think, if anything, our members are in, you know, they're lucky because now they get to send in whatever and know that only the best of the best is making the cut. Or if it's a 9, it's a card that's worth sending in as a 9. And that's not something that somebody could sit down and just do research. That would take hours. You just have to know off the top of your head the market. You have to be comfortable with it. And, you know, it's just time. Time's the only thing, experience is the only thing that could really, you know, give that.
So I send you a box of cards. You would sift it out and only submit the ones that you thought would get 9 or 10s. Like, if I told you, like, all right, I just want dimes, and that's it, you would sift it out? Like, I could tell you in advance what my criteria is?
Yeah. But the problem is, see, this is why I know PSA raised their prices. Because people send us stuff all day that you know they didn't look at, and they straight up bought an investor lot off eBay, and we're like, oh, they'll look at it. And now PSA got tired of this stuff. They're like, oh my God, this is why we're backed up. It's because we have 9,000 Jeremy Lin rookie cards in near mint condition. You know what I mean? So they're probably like, up it up. We'll lose all that business. It doesn't matter because now our turnaround times are going to get better. And people are going to be willing to pay a premium for a faster turnaround time, right? So, yes, you can send it to us, but it's just wasting everyone's time. Like, do a little homework. Look at the card. If the centering's treacherous, don't send it. If there's white on the corners, don't send it. Like, there's no magic. We can't work magic on cards. We can't make white disappear from cards. You know, we can't get a surface ding where someone hit it with a screwdriver out of a card. You know, like, we can't blow on your card and make it turn to a 10. Like, it's wishful thinking at that point. I'd love to do it. It's just, it's not possible. So send in whatever you think, what you think is a 10. Okay, not what you hope we can get a 10, you know? Yeah. So that's the only thing, because we do experience that. Sometimes Derek will just look at me, we'll open up a box, he'll look at me and be like, bruh, you know? And there's like gum stains, there's mustard.
Ash.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Like, stop. Look, I'm not mad at PSA. Let's say that. It had to happen. The price increase had to happen because all that's happening is more and more people are sending you stuff, right? And it's garbage, a lot of it, because it's all bulk. They're getting stuck with all the bulk. And I'm not going to lie and sit here like I didn't do it. Like, I'm a victim. I mean, I'm a, what's the word I'm looking for? A culprit. So I sent in a ton of stuff to PSA that now I wouldn't. Just because I'd open up a box of 14, 15 Donruss, be like, oh, Kobe Bryant, and it's borderline base card, whatever, it's Kobe. It'll definitely be worth 15, 20 bucks. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now I get that same Kobe. I'm like, hold up. I'm looking it over. I'm looking at the corners now, see if the back has any whiting. Nah, that's a 9. No, thank you. You know, it just changes the whole game.
Like, if I was a customer, I sent you 40 cards. How does payment work? So I'm paying, what? Now I'm going to pay $20 a card. So $800. But then if you get the 40 cards and you're saying, oh, okay, only 13 made the cut, are you refunding me the money on the 27?
Well, nobody pays up front. You don't pay up front. We send you invoices once we ship to PSA.
Oh, okay. So I send you the cards, the 40 cards, 13 makes the cut, so I'm only paying $260, $20.
Yeah, and then we return your cards, the other cards. You obviously are going to pay shipping, and you can insure it for whatever you want or not insure it. We're just not liable for any shipping back to you. That's on you. Okay. We're doing you a service.
I mean, that's dope. What do you think is the best move to do right now in response to what's going on?
This is what I think a smart investment is, all right? If you have some money, you don't want to get into some high-end stuff, this is a really good play, and it has to be done in the next 48 hours. Go buy up as much PSA 9s that you could find of lower end cards right now that you could get in the $10 range, the $15 range of rookies. Like, for example, we had a lot up on our eBay of Gavin Lux PSA 9 rookies, right? From 2020 Top Series 1. We were asking for, I think it was 7 of them or 8 of them, $100. Somebody lowballed us. They hit us with 50. I told him, I was like, yo, respond and tell him this. $90, and if you don't accept, we're raising the price now to $140. Because minimum now, these cards that are 9s have to be worth the greatest cost. You know what I mean? So if you go right now, you find a bunch of PSA 9s of rookies for 10, 12 bucks. Those are going to be $20 cards in the very near future. I could almost guarantee that, because it's just, why would you buy a raw card that may not be a 10 when you could just buy the 9 for the grading submission?
Yeah.
You know, that's the same as buying the raw now. That's my play. That's my free advice. And let's get this part in here. Ready? Anything with business, right? You just need to react. So there's going to be changes all the time in business. You just need to roll with the punches. You need to figure out a way around it, right? Not around it, but a way to make it work for you. So now, like anything, business was great for you, right? You were able to submit any cards you wanted and make money on them. Now you can't. So now what do? You need to get strict. You need to find a way strategically to still make money using the PSA platform. And how are you going to do that? Only way you're going to do that now is submitting the right cards that'll get you the right grades. That's the only way. Any other way, you're going to lose money now. It's plain and simple. Facts.
Great advice. All right. So there you have it. It's Rob and Steve from Filth Bombs. And have fun break and join the break. I don't know. Submit your cards. Whatever.
Do something, bro.
Do something. Make that money.
Also, let people know, get these Filth Bomb snapbacks on our website, man. You got to get the Filth Bomb snapbacks. Get them
Word.
on the web. Are these not the most comfortable hat you have, Rob?
Yo, I never do my hair now. I just wear this out in public all the time. This is my new head.
That's what I'm saying.
You see me
Let's
out
go.
in public, I always got the cap on. All right, well, there you have it. Increase in prices. This is how you should react.